Combat in this game is excellent. I mean, there's so much variety of weapons and things. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this video, and this video is going to be a review on this game here that I've got upside down. It is Dead Rising 2, of course, pretty good game, and I've got a new template going, as you can see here, the show notes, and what we're going to do, I'll just run you through it here. This is the new template for all my new reviews. We've got the bad, the good, the ideas that I would add to the game, the ratings, and the online and co-op. And that's how we're going to do it. And when they get popular, when these reviews get popular, I'll auction these off on eBay for money. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started and say something good, and then something bad, and then we'll get into the ideas, co-op, and then we'll finish with the ratings. So Dead Rising 2 by Capcom and Blue Castle Games. I haven't heard of them either. But here we go. Good is the combat in this game. The combat is forever evolving. You start on level 1, and then you unlock kicks and drop kicks and DDTs and reversals and elbows and all this kind of stuff that you can use in your combat. Not necessarily weapon combat. You can punch harder, you can hit harder, you know, all these kind of things. Your combat evolves as you evolve through the game, which is quite easy because we'll get into that later. The bad thing is the save points. The save points in this game are few and far between, just like Dead Rising 1. And it's very annoying to have to replay an hour because, you know, in modern games now, we're so used to, or I'm so used to, watching a cutscene, autosave, doing this, autosave, but this game has no autosave, and I'm automatically tuned to, oh, that has to have autosave, but no, Dead Rising doesn't autosave, so that, you know, I lost a lot of hours and a lot of half hours having to redo shit because the save feature isn't very good. And it can really stuff you up in the end. So we'll go into the good. The weapons in this game are frigging awesome. I don't think I've ever seen a game with this much array of weapons. You can combine the weapons, which is awesome. You know, if you find nails and baseball bats, you can put nails in the baseball bats. You can even get a kayak thing, you know, a paddle, and put chainsaws on the end. Except the bad thing about the weapon combo is they had me all confused. Like, I thought I had to bring back 3, like the bucket with the drills. They got 3 drills in them, so I'm thinking, oh, I got to bring back 3 drills. So I went and fucking, for like half an hour, I find 3 drills, and I only figure out you need 1. But no, the weapons are excellent. The combos are really innovative and really creative. You've got ones that shoot fireworks, ones that shoot flamethrowers out of a kerosene jar of kerosene, or container of kerosene, and a what is it? A water pistol. You know, stuff like that, creative. There's a shotgun with a pitchfork on the front, and you stab them with the pitchfork and take them up in the air and shoot them. Really creative weapons. And then in the bad part, this is kind of another thing to the save point, is random boss battles. Now, I like boss battles. They're very retro in terms of video games, but these ones spring on you so randomly, and they catch you off guard, and you can often die because of it. Because again, you're not saving every time. Like, you're not going to save when you go and rescue a survivor, or what you think you're doing is rescuing a survivor, and then it turns out to be a boss. But the good thing about that is that you can actually just run away. You know, you don't. It's not like you're locked in place. Some of them are, but most of them aren't. You can just run away and get more food and come back later. What's good? Fun. There's just so much fun to be had in this game. You know, all the good will represent that, but fun is, you know, it's very rare in video games now, but it's definitely in Dead Rising 2. Now, what's bad? It kind of gets tiring, and I don't mean the game itself is boring or tiring, but like, killing zombies is really fun for like the first hour when you get like 200 zombie kills, and then you do everything possible to avoid them. You'll pick up, or I did, you'll pick up wheelchairs and you know, push them just to avoid having to fight. You'll constantly jump in between, avoiding to fight, because it gets kind of tiring, and all your weapons start to deteriorate, so you can lose your good weapons on crap zombies, and that's one of the bad parts. It's kind of a long game. Like, this is good, by the way. It's kind of a long game, but it doesn't give like, when you first hear it, oh, you've only got 4 days to play it, or 4 in-game days. But really, that's quite long. It took me about maybe 15 hours to beat, which is actually pretty impressive. It took me a week to play because I really haven't been playing it that often, but it's definitely, like, the illusion that it gives that it's going to be a short game is an illusion. It is not in the game. It's a pretty long game, and it's got tremendous replayability, which was another good point. We'll get to that in a minute. Another bad thing is one fuck up and you can fuck the game. If you miss one mission, that's the whole mission based of the game gone. So it works in cases where at 9 o'clock, because it's very time based, at 9 o'clock you have to be here to do this mission. If you're not there between 9 and 10, that mission ends, and because you didn't do that mission, every single other mission based on the story is gone forever. But you can restart the game, or you can load a previous save. But again, because the save points are few and far between, and you might be playing for the first time and you don't know, so you might have to start again if that's the case. Again, a good thing is multiple playthroughs. You can play through this game. Apparently the endings are different, so if you want to play through that for the different endings, you can. That's very rare in video games now. Like games like that's why I love Heavy Rain, because you never know how it's going to end, or you never know how it's going to go. Time-based. This is kind of bad and kind of good. It's time-based, but it's appropriate and it does it well. Like, it's not you have 72 hours, but it works those 72 hours really well. But a lot of people would say that it's time-based and think that's negative. You know, we don't need that in video games, which is sad because it actually works pretty good. So I'm going to put that in the bad category. In the good category, we got slow zombies. I love slow zombies. This is why I don't like Left 4 Dead, because they throw, here's like 20 zombies really fast. I don't like that. I'd rather have thousands of zombies really slow, so I love that. I'm not sure if any other people do. This is going to sound horrible, but hard achievements. These achievements are fucking hard. There's one for killing like 70-something thousand zombies, and I am an achievement whore, admitted, so that's bad for me. Another good one is the level carries over, so you can, every time you do one of those multiple playthroughs I was talking about, if you're a level 35 when you beat the game, you're a level 35 when you start the game again. And this carries over from the demo as well if you picked up Dead Rising Case Zero, which you should go and do. I know people will be pissed that you have to pay for a demo, but believe you me, it is well worth paying the $5 American for this demo, because it comes with achievements and it takes a while to beat and it's really fun. And not only that, but your level carries over to Dead Rising 2. Another bad thing is the load times. The load times take the absolute piss. There are loads in between cutscenes. From one cutscene to another there's a load time. There's a load time every time you go to a different building or a different mall complex, you know, and they get really annoying after a while. And I installed it to the hard drive and I still had long load time, so it's not an issue of that. And the last good thing is the level up system. It's good to see level up systems. Like, this is a really Japanese game. You know, like I've said, there's what have I got here? What have I got here? Like, there's a lot of bosses and there's a level up system and all this kind of shit that you unlock. It's very Japanese, I think. So the level up system is awesome because you unlock health slots, more inventory slots, different power ups and all this kind of stuff. The last bad thing, and this is such a small thing, but Chuck is so goddamn fucking slow. Honestly, he is so slow. So what I do, and you can use this trick if you haven't already, get a wheelchair or a cart or something that you can push or something you can drive, and it makes it that much easier. And try and avoid the zombies, otherwise the damn thing will break. Now we'll go into the ideas section, which is currently conveniently located here. In the ideas I've got, these are my ideas that I would like to see put in the game. Now this is going to sound strange, but a no zombie mode. I know, well, like, what the fuck am I thinking? But if you think about it, there's all these gambling, there's a lot of gambling, a lot of different slot machines, video poker, video blackjack. There are a lot of activities. There are the money grab, where you grab for money. There's all these shops that you can go to and have a look, all these things that you can go and use, all these different clothes that you can go and buy. These hundreds of mini games and interactive things in the environments that you can use, but you don't have the resources and you don't have the time to do it, because if you do it, zombies will fuck you up, especially with the video blackjack. I was having fun, but there's like 50,000 zombies around you and you really can't do anything. So I think that like a no zombie mode like that, just so you can go and do all the little activities, would be pretty good. Now I've got a sandbox, just unlimited time with you and Chuck to go and rape zombies. You know, it doesn't get any more simpler than that. Now we're going to the online. The online is not very good. I couldn't play. I don't know if anyone else has been able to play the Terror is Reality mode. I couldn't. Every time I got into a game, couldn't connect. I lost connection to the host. I tried hosting my own game. No one ever came in, so I didn't get to play online. Co-op, you have to be stuck together. You can't go off and wander separately, which sucks because that would be really awesome for Dead Rising co-op. Or you go here and rescue the survivor and your friend goes to the other side of the map and rescues the survivor. You can't do that because if you do, it's a classic example of what other game does it. Is it Little Big Planet? No, it's not Little Big Planet. There's another game in co-op where you can't be too far apart, and if you are, it's kind of like split screen in a way that you have to be together. It's kind of like Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones split screen. Yeah, I know, I've actually played Lego Indiana Jones, shut up. So we get on to the ratings now. I'm going to rate the categories in 5 different categories: the sound, the graphics, the fun, the gameplay, and the overall. And this is kind of a good hit from Dead Rising 2 because in the sound department they get an 8. It's got pretty good sound. The sound effects, the voice acting, you know, it's all pretty well done. The graphics get an 8. The zombies look awesome. The violence looks awesome. It's not too toned down, so it looks good. The fun gets an 8 because there's a lot of things to do, and just killing zombies never gets old for some people. And gameplay gets an 8 because it's very easy to pick up, it's very easy to learn, and you are forever unlocking new things. So Dead Rising 2 gets a total of 8 out of 10. There's the sheet one more time. If you want to bid this, send me some money and you can have it. It's signed up the top there. There you go, signed. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed the review video. I definitely recommend Dead Rising 2. Go and pick it up. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Au revoir.